In my ongoing search for Leica Q3 alternatives, I ran into a real pocket rocket. The Panasonic LX 100 Mark II. This is the same camera as the Leica Deluxe 7, I believe Type 107. It's a really neat little camera, super duper light. I really like the control layout on this camera. The shutter speed, aperture, exposure compensation are right at your fingertips. ISO and white balance are easily reachable on the spinny dial on the back. I love that. It takes video like the Q3. And best of all, it's got a Leica lens on it. The Viewfinder has gotten a bad rap. I actually think the Viewfinder is fairly okay on this camera. Obviously not up to 2023 standards, but for a 2018 Viewfinder with old technology in it, it's not as bad as many reviewers have stated. It's also not as good as it could be. However, I don't think the camera is really for me. I came very close to buying this camera. However, there's a few things that stop me. Or at least things I would improve if Panasonic ever makes a Mark III of this camera. First, I do not love this slowly zooming, telescoping lens. This kind of drives me nuts. I would actually rather have a slightly larger lens that does not telescope like this. I love how fast it is, 1.7 aperture, but man, I don't know. It's also kind of a small element there. Another thing I don't like about this camera, no flippy screen. That's a fixed screen a la Leica. A la pre-Q3 Leica, I should say. Ultimately, the thing that's a deal breaker for me with this camera, besides this crazy long telescoping lens maybe, is that it's a micro four thirds sensor. So even though this lens is relatively fast, it's still like a 2.8, 3.0 f-stop lens. And so you don't get that crazy shallow depth of field. And I'm just a little bit of a full frame snob. What can I say? Great camera. For someone who's not as worried about image quality as I am, generally speaking, this could be the absolute perfect travel camera or everyday carry camera. I would highly recommend it to anyone looking for that kind of a camera. In fact, I came so close to buying this camera that I actually ordered extra batteries for it on Amazon. And now I've missed the return window to send them back. So I'm going to do a little bit of a giveaway. The first person to write in the comments, give me those batteries that I can see, like, subscribed, and follow me on Instagram. Mark_Adesso is my Instagram handle. I will send you those batteries and the little cheap charger that came with it, free of charge, anywhere in the continental United States. So, what do you think about this little guy? Could this be the perfect everyday carry or travel camera for you? Am I making a mistake not keeping this bad boy? Let me know what you think in the comments. Like, subscribe, all that good stuff, and I will see you in the next one.